Good morning and welcome to Shamanic Sundays. Hey, bad dad, Poppy.
Yeah, all of the above and more. Good morning.
Good morning to all of you out there in the world. Good to see you. We are back. Thanks to all of you who reached out and asked us to keep going with this. So we are continuing to show up as long as we can for you. And the original intention for Shamanic Sundays was to share the wisdom that you've earned, developed, grown, received over 65 plus years of working in the shamanic wisdom space, and to ask you questions and let you create space for you to share. So here we are. Do you want to start us off with a prayer of gratitude?
Sure.
Okay.
Can never go wrong with gratitude. Grace grows where gratitude flows. So whatever kind of situation we're in or challenge or button pushing situation, and we notice, especially when our reactivity is triggered, if we want to shapeshift the energy state of suffering, we can bring our intention, because everything starts with intention, to gratitude. What do I have to be grateful for in my life? And so life itself, I'm grateful, comes from you, great spirit, great mystery, creator. Thank you for this breath of life in all of us. And with this breath of life, the opportunity you give us to experience the wonders and miracles of creation that we're gifted to be a part of. Thank you for this day. Thank you for our ancestors. We remember you here, and the ancestor spirits, Chumash here in Santa Barbara, and whoever the ancestor spirits are, where the land you're listening are living, remembering them, indigenous people. Thank you, Mother Earth, and thank you, Great Grandmother Growth. Thank you for our families. Thank you for this time of being alive. It's a challenging time, but we're not here by accident, and you give us all gifts of medicine that if we develop them and nurture them, the fullest blossoming, they were given to help heal the sacred hoop, the wounds of the sacred hoop. And that's why we're here in these challenging times. And thank you for this opportunity to connect in cyberspace and open a channel through our shared hearts, minds, and spirits to whatever you'll bring through in relationship to what might be able to help us meet our challenges in a good way. May it be so. Oh,
May it be so. Thank you.
all right.
Thank you. Thank you. So oftentimes you, our audience, community members out there, send questions ahead of time, but since we are restarting, I was going to ask you a question and then you flipped it on me and said,
Being the troublemaker that I am, you just returned from Kimberly. I haven't seen each other. She's been in Europe for 7 or 8 days, in England, doing some filming work for her film, listening film, interviewing indigenous people, and we haven't had a chance. She just got back at 1 o'clock in the morning a day or so ago, and we haven't had a chance to debrief and hear about what happened for you. So my question to you is, what came through? Well, first of all, bring us into an understanding of what you were doing there with whom, and your experiences, and what was the medicine teachings that came through for you from being with these people.
yeah.
Por favor.
So good question. And this came about as part of the documentary I'm working on, Listen, about listening to the wisdom of nature to address the challenges of our time. And so one of the, someone I met in the course of this journey said, oh, you should interview the Earth Elders and be there as they meet King Charles, because that's going to happen in a couple weeks. And that'd be cool to include in your film. And I was like, yeah, that would be super cool, but I really doubt I'm going to pass security checks, not because of anything I've done, but just the royal protocols of who can be present when they are doing events with the king. But I said I would love to meet the Earth Elders, who are a council of indigenous leaders from around the world, from different backgrounds and bioregions, and they are convened by a leader elder named Mindahi Bastida, and he is Otomi Toltec background and had this download. I don't want to speak for him, but he had this download after being part of this climate action event many years ago, and has been probably really has been one of the most consistent Indigenous voices that is well known out in the world for his work addressing climate injustice and in Indigenous injustices against Indigenous peoples around the world. So this friend introduced us. Sure enough, I did not get to go to the King's event, but I did get invited to spend time with the elders, the group, the Earth Elders, and their team, essentially their community of people that is supporting them right now and part of their organization, as they were preparing in ceremony and meetings to be at this meeting. That was part of a project that King Charles is doing to raise awareness about living in harmony with nature. So it all just tied in like so really beautifully, and that in and of itself is pretty amazing for a leader, even if more of a symbolic leader than a political leader at this time, to be acknowledging and wanting to meet with Indigenous elders to listen to them. So that was super cool, and I was really honored to be a part of getting to support them as they were doing the important work of preparing. And it was really just beautiful to get to meet these elders from around the world. And the medicine for me is really, I think the two biggest things that keep coming through is just how, like you always say, how much each of us is here right now for a purpose. And that purpose is not like, oh, you're supposed to be a doctor, a lawyer, or, whatever, that kind of thing, but just like, what kind of spirit do you show up with? And like, what is really like resonates for you. And so for me, like looking back on all my different career choices and personal choices, that like, I would say my purpose is helping like reweave the web and like bringing back that awareness of all of us being interconnected. And for some people that's so foreign and even threatening. And for me, it's like such a gift knowing that in my mind and body and spirit, and from my teachers and you and mom, and just all the different experiences I've had. So that feels like my purpose, and that feels really sweet to be very clear in that. Yeah. And then this concept of listening really just feels like so affirming to see my filmmaking partner Andrew and I, like we've turned it not into just a film, but like a movement. 80 million listeners, that's 1% of our planet. And just how exciting and empowering, and how much I'm hearing, like with that group, them talking about listening to the wisdom of nature. I got to also interview Mindahi and his wife Geraldine, who's an amazing force herself, and their daughter Shie, who is Shie Bera Bastida, who's just this like dynamite powerhouse 23-year-old activist and just eloquent speaker for the earth. And she talks about listening to the earth and listening to the whales. And I'll put notes for Reese to reach out and support all these folks and their work in our show notes. But
Good idea.
Just this, this concept of listening is sounds so easy, and yet it's so foreign to us, like listening to our own inner wisdom and listening to the wisdom of nature. So yeah, just feeling really grateful to spend that time with people, and that there's so much sadness and loss and pain and horribleness. I mean, we just heard the other day about the ICE raids on our community members here in Santa Barbara, Ventura area, like little kids being chased with mace. And it's like literally just like unfathomable, the things we do to each other and to our planet and to the other life forms on our planet. And it feels very clear to me that as this system is collapsing because it doesn't work, this whole other system is growing at the same time. And it's really hopeful and beautiful. And I feel really grateful to be part of bringing that forth. And I think we all can do that. The more that we can like I shared this in fire ceremony the other night, that when Mindahi was getting ready to go to the ceremony event with the king, he came out in his traditional attire, and then he had this beautiful big abalone shell that was like shellacked, so all of its colors were shining, and he was just so excited to like show this to us as they were all getting ready. And it just, the joy in his face as he showed us this necklace he was wearing just made me think of how each of us has all those colors inside of us, and how we can each, you always say, polish up your stardust and let it shine. And that's often really hard. But we all have it in us. And our work here is to find ways to just keep opening our hearts and minds and spirits to let that shine.
Yeah. That reminds me of a phrase from one of the songs that frequently comes out at medicine circles that goes something like this. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you.
That's a Cyndi Lauper song.
And don't be afraid to let them show.
The wisdom of
your
Cyndi Lauper.
true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Yes. So, all right. Would you guide us in a short little visualization where we need to be more in taking care of ourselves and showing up for this Shamanic Sundays? We're going to be a little tighter on our timelines. And so if you could just take us on a little visualization about connecting with that abalone shell that shines so beautifully in each of us, that would be a beautiful thing.
The sparks of divinity, dropping our eyelids, blinds over the window there, and bringing our awareness, the gift of our awareness inside of our being, our energy being, to see and feel whatever we are seeing and feeling. And just take a moment for that, sensing, being present in our bodies, being sensitive to gravity, to the air, the energy around us, within us, the field. And noticing how, of course, we're being breathed by the great creative wisdom power of the universe. So gratitude for this breath of life and it flowing through us. And that gift of life comes from something taking place 93 million miles away in space. Something happening with Father Sun there, sending beams of radiating photons of light, intelligent cosmic consciousness that fertilizes life on Mother Earth and polishes our stardust and gives us our fuel for our lives. So we're literally made of stardust. And our life is fueled by stardust. And the essence of our being underneath physical body, ego identity associated with physical body, underneath all of that at the center, essence of our being is light of infinite love. Sparks of divinity within us, gifts of grace from the cosmos, from the Creator, is the essence of our being. And so we have, in being alive in the moment, no matter what the conditions or circumstances, when the breath comes in, fuel, bringing it down into our hearts, catching that breath with our awareness and bringing it down into our hearts, gratitude for healthy beating hearts, all the powers in us of physical and physiological and energetic cognitive functioning taking place 24/7, promoting our health and healing and wellness, and the deep intelligence and wisdom of that light love that's at the essence of our being. Breathing down into it, fueling it, seeing it grow, expand, blossom into fullest blossoming, greatest good, empowering us to live this day in and from the wisdom of infinite light and love that we are, to show up, to do our part to help heal the sacred hoop in and through all our relations. May it be so. Oh, Amprios.
May it be so.
Now, was that short enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I feel like it was rich. Keep it tight. Keep it strong. Be a gift to you to take into your week ahead. Because that was part of our motivation for doing this, is helping folks just feel a little touch base so you can go into the week ahead feeling juiced up a bit. So, yeah. So we hope that this brought you a little bit of that, and we send you lots of love
Oh,
and blessings for the week ahead.
and good to
Anything
be
else?
back.
Good to be back.
Oh,
Take
praise
care.
be.
Take
Oh.
care of you. Bye.